Welcome along to Tuesday and welcome along to the qualifying guide for the Contenders event in F1 Clash. Now hopefully this week we're going to all make it through to the weekend, because last week Hutch didn't allow us. We got some bugs in the event which meant that we couldn't, or some players couldn't even qualify, never mind those that couldn't get through opening round. So hopefully this week the bugs are all sorted and fingers crossed we can go and absolutely smash a decent GP event. This is going to be your one-stop shop for everything F1 Clash related for this week's GP event. So let's go and take a look at what we've got. A little bit of laggy screen, but I think we should be able to manage through it. It is the F1 Clash Top Contenders event. We have got three absolute icons of the current F1 grid. We've got Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris and Max Verstappen all receiving a 10% stat boost. That is for the epics, that is for the rares, and that is for the commons. So it's going to be an interesting event, I think. Definitely some high scoring event with some big 10% on the way. So let's go and have a look. Legendary drivers are available. That is because legendary drivers are included when F1 is not at a race event. And we've got the tulip boost this week. Good for your defending is the tulip boost. Now, looks like rewards have been twigged again. We've got 150 epics this time. It was 500 and something before. Obviously, Hutch continuation of the trial. And you can see 150 epics for P1 in Champion. And that goes down all the way as well. If we then go and take a look into... Let's have a look at Contender. And only that could happen during this standard reboot in a qualifying guide. So let's reboot that one quickly. Okay, why does that always happen? I swear it's only when I start to record. It's like they know. It's like they know I'm recording. So let's try and load this back up. Again, it just shows you sometimes the issues that can be had with the game. And we'll be back shortly when it works. So let's look into Contenders after it finally got working again. 70 epics, 50, 40. That might have a little bit of change to it. Only 20, 14, 11s in Challenger. And then in Junior, it's still on the 5 epics. So it doesn't look too much change, but definitely a big change in the Champion GP this week. Now let's have a look at the sponsor task. It is, in Champion, 1.8 million coins if you use one of these drivers at level 2 or above. In Contender, you've got the rares that are level 2 or above. You've got then in Challenger down to the commons for 20k, and then the Junior is going to be a couple of, well, 3 parts indeed. Fury, Cold Fusion, and what looks to be Zenith. If you use these, you get an extra 1k. Now, we have got this to share on the screen as well when I find it. We had it shortly ago. We'll bring up the task selection. So this is the sponsor tasks throughout the whole of the weekend. Yes, you can see my little face down here. But this is what it's going to be for all the weekend. So it's going to be coins across the whole weekend, from what we understand. And it's going to be level 1 and then level 2, level 2. You can see basically the parts here. Now what this represents is the first number is qualifying, the second number is opening round, and the third number is final round. So you've got level 1s, level 2s, level 3s. Pretty much down in Junior, and you can see for Challenger, Contender and Champion you've got level 2, 3 and 4s, and then up to Champion you've got 2, 3 and 5s on the Sunday. But it's coins that are the sponsor task this week and not the big points bonuses that we have had previously. Now in this qualifying guide we're going to cover strategies for Brazil, Bahrain, which is in the wet, Abu Dhabi and Shanghai. Let me know down below. I want to hear from you the following. Every single viewer, I want you to participate in this. What level do you have your drivers for this weekend? So I want to hear your levels of Max Verstappen, Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris. If you've only unlocked rares, let me know rares and what levels. If you've unlocked epics, let me know what level epics you have got as well. So let's get into the strategy area where we go through all the track maps ready for your qualifying session. We're going to kick this off with Brazil then. Remember, we feature all the boosts that have the track stats for overtaking and power unit for Brazil, and that is the same for each track. We try to cover off your best scenario. And remember, don't just take the screenshots. We've got a lot of information as well. So Brazil is a overtaking driver selection and a power unit circuit. You want to go full power unit around Sao Paulo. In Champions and Contender, 3 soft, 3 soft, 3 soft, and a 5 medium, 4 medium. If you've got a good 85 tyre management, you can pretty much run 4 softs around this track. So you could do 4 soft, 5 medium, 4 soft if you like. You don't have to do the 3-3-3, you can do the 1 stop, of course. Challenger and Junior, we've got the 3-3-3, and we've got the 4 medium, 5 hard, or the opposite, 5 hard, 4 medium that you can run too. The boosts. The 3 best ones are Glitz, Unstoppable, and Rooster Booster. And you've also got Skull, Dragon, and Taurus in there as well. Now, the top right track map, you'll notice the colours. We have got blue for conserving your power unit, yellow for staying on medium, and red for attacking. So on good points in Brazil, you should be able to dominate this one and gain some big points. Remember, 9 laps is Sao Paulo. So, race 2 is going to be a little bit different. We have got Bahrain and we have got the wet stuff. I know, shocking. Overtaking drivers again, but a power... Well, it's overtaking and power unit exactly the same, isn't it? It is. In the wet, though, Champions and Contender. 3 wet, 4 wet, 4 wet, 3 wet. So, obviously, if you're in the lead, I do like an undercut. Just so you can get that stop done and you can push hard on the 3 laps. If you're near the back though, obviously 3-4 is going to be beneficial for that undercut. Now Challenger and Junior, if you can get the 4 wet, 3 wet, 3 wet, 4 wet, absolutely great. Most likely in Junior, you're probably going to want to look at doing a 2-2-3 and a 3-2-2 if you can't get that 1 stop. You should know, remember, if you want the 1 stop, you need 25% of tyre to do, or lap, to do 4 laps. So just try and consider that one. Now the boosts are the same as before. We have got Taurus, Glitz, Dragon, Unstoppable, Rooster Booster, Skull, and Surf available at Bahrain. 3 places to conserve the power unit, as you can see in the top right, with some yellow zones. But again, you should be scoring very good around the circuit of Bahrain. And then we move swiftly on again. Why, one of my absolute arch nemesis, Abu Dhabi. It's up there with Monaco, that is for sure. You're going to want to change your drivers to tyre management. You want to change your setup to a speed setup. Consider a little bit of qualifying for your car as well here. Now in Champions and Contender, 3 soft, 4 medium, 3 soft is going to be fine. Challenger and Junior, we've got the 2-2-3 and the 3-2-2. You can look at doing a 3 medium, 4 hard, 3 medium as an alternative strategy for you as well. Now, dead fast Eternal Flame, and the most recommended is the Eagle Boost, which feature both tyre management and speed as your boosts. The top left, though, track map, 3 places to conserve power unit, a couple in the yellow, and then attack. It is a difficult track. Race start can be difficult. That's why we say take a little bit more qualifying at Abu Dhabi, because that might help you just that little bit extra. And then finally, we wrap up with race 4 and Shanghai and China. Overtaking drivers this time again, but a speed setup being required. 3 soft, 4 medium, 3 soft for Champions and Contender. Challenger and Junior, 3 medium, 4 hard, 3 medium. Obviously they are done so you do not double stack your drivers. Now the boosts, there's a lot. Skull, Eclipse, Firework is a good one. Taurus, Unstoppable, Eternal Flame, Hex, Street Shark, and Warrior all feature both of the track stats. And in the top right, you have got your track map in blue. Conserve down the big straights and attack through the corners. But Shanghai should be a circuit where you can go ahead and score some big points. So that is your qualifying guide ready, done and dusted for this week's Top Contenders GP event. Max Verstappen, Lando Norris and Charles Leclerc all taking that extra 10% boost. Remember, their AI version is going to be very difficult to beat as well. It's not just your drivers that get the boost. And qualifying. Hardest is on a Wednesday, that is when it's random. Thursday is easier because it's more of your sort of recent results players, and the same as Friday. Thursday and Friday should really match your weekend groups, whereas Wednesday is whatever time you enter, you get put with the same people who enter at that time. So good luck in your qualifying round. Let me know, remember, what drivers' levels that you have of Verstappen, Norris and Leclerc. Let me know down below, and we'll be back later in the week for your weekend guide, which hopefully we're going to be able to participate in.